guests please be seated? So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Pete and Siobhan, I'd like to welcome you all here to the splendid and historic setting of the Guildhall in Windsor, and thank you for being here to share this very special day with them. I'd like to start by introducing the registration team here today. My name is Vivian Webster, and I'm the Deputy Superintendent Registrar for the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead, and I have the very great privilege of conducting your marriage ceremony here today. I'd also like to introduce my friend and colleague Kirsty. She is the Registrar of Witness and Record on duty today and will be making the official entry in the marriage register and preparing those all-important handwritten certificates that she'll be presenting to you at the end of the ceremony. The official record of your marriage will then be kept at the Town Hall in Maidenhead, where we have records dating back to 1837. So from today, along with some other rather famous couples recently here in Windsor, you'll be joining them in the archives and forming a small part of our Royal Borough's history. May I now ask who gives Siobhan to be married to Pete here today?
I do.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul, and thank you, Tom and Craig, for your support. Would you like to take this? I'm now going to ask you both to state your full names in the presence of your guests and witnesses here today, starting with our groom.
Peter Robert.
Siobhan Louise.
So we've got the right people, so we're off to a good start. So ladies and gentlemen, this place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages, and we're here today on this very special occasion to witness and to celebrate the joining in matrimony of Pete and Siobhan. As we begin the ceremony, we do need to be satisfied that there are no legal reasons to prevent the marriage from taking place. And therefore, if any person here present knows of any lawful reason why this marriage should not be entered into, they should declare it to me now. Even the babies were quiet. It's a perfect choice again. Pete and Siobhan, you have found in each other happiness, fulfilment and love, and you now wish to offer each other the security which comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. This marriage ceremony here today is the confirmation of that love, respect and friendship that you have together, and it's an opportunity for your closest family and your dearest friends to join and celebrate in your happiness. So as part of today's celebrations, Pete and Siobhan have chosen 3 special people to read for them today, and at this moment I'd like to invite Amy to step forward to present hers, and if you two would like to take this to
I Like You by Sandal Stoddard Walberg. I like you because you're a good person to like. I like you because when I tell you something special, you know it's special, and you remember it a long, long time. You say, remember when you told me something special, and both of us remember. When I think something is important, you think it's important too. We have good ideas. When I say something funny, you laugh. I think I'm funny, and you think I'm funny too. I like you because you know where I'm ticklish, and you don't tickle me there, except just a tiny bit sometimes. But if you do, then I know where to tickle you too. I like you because when I'm feeling sad, you don't always cheer me up right away. Sometimes it's better to be sad. You can't stand the others being so googly and gaggly every single minute. You want to think about things. It takes time. I like you because if I'm mad at you, then you are mad at me too. It's awful when the other person isn't. They are so nice and hoo-hoo, and you could just about punch them in the nose. I like you because I don't even know why, but everything that happens is nicer with you. I can't remember when I didn't like you. It must have been lonesome then. I like you because I forget why I like you, but I do. So many reasons. On the 26th of May, I like you because it's the 26th of May. On the 27th of May, I like you too. Even if it was the 999th of May, even if it was August, even if it was way down in the bottom of November, even if it was no place particular in January, I would go on choosing you, and you would go on choosing me, over and over again. That's how it would happen every single time.
Thank you very much, Amy. It's fantastic. So, Pete and Siobhan, before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to take. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. So now comes your first set of vows. I will ask you something else. You're right, because you might need a bride. It's rearranged. Before she twists herself into knots. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me, starting with you.
Okay.
I declare that I know.
I declare that I know
Of no legal reason.
of no legal reason
Why I, Peter,
why I, Peter,
may not be joined
may not be joined
in marriage to Siobhan.
in marriage to Siobhan.
I declare that I know.
I declare that I know
Of no legal reason.
of no legal reason
Why I, Siobhan,
why I, Siobhan,
may not be joined
may not be joined
in marriage to Peter.
in marriage to Peter.
Pete and Siobhan, if I may, I'd just like to say a few words to you both about marriage. The vows that you make today will put a seal on the life that you've built together so far. Marriage joins two people in the circle of its love. It's a commitment to a journey through life together as a team, the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. Marriage requires a lot of things. It requires devotion, the ability to listen, the wisdom to know when you are wrong, the strength to put things right, and above all else, as I know you both have in spades, a very good sense of humour. Marriage also requires both closeness and distance. Closeness to enable a couple to grow together, and enough distance to allow each partner to be an individual. A good partner in such a marriage will be loving, caring, and above all, a best friend to turn to. So remember, it's not just about marrying the right person, it's about being the right partner. So we are now coming to the heart of our ceremony, where these two people will exchange their marriage vows with each other. To celebrate that special moment, I'd like to ask Siamak to come forward to present our second reading. Please.
So this is Notes on Love by Robert Nesta Marley, a gender-neutral interpretation. They're not perfect. You aren't either, and the two of you will never be perfect. But if they can make you laugh at least once, cause you to think twice, and if they admit to being human and making mistakes, hold on to them and give them the most that you can. They aren't going to quote poetry. They're not thinking about you at every moment, but they will give you a piece of themselves that they know you can break. Don't hurt them. Don't change them. And don't expect for more than they can give. Don't analyze. Smile when they make you happy. Yell when they make you mad or bad or sad. And then miss them when they're not there. Love hard when there is love to be had. Because perfection doesn't exist. But there's always someone that's perfect for you.
Thank you, Siamak, especially with the heckling from the back. So, ladies and gentlemen, the vows that Pete and Siobhan make to each other today are twofold in nature. And the first, as we've already heard, is to ensure there is no legal impediment to marriage and that they are free to marry. And in the second, they will solemnly promise to take each other as partner for life. And that moment has now arrived for these two people to take their vows of marriage before you, their witnesses and their guests. So at this important moment, I'd like to invite everyone who feels able to please stand. Pete and Siobhan, you have gathered about you those who you love the most and have invited them here to receive their encouragement and support and to celebrate with you at this very special time. These next few words will join you together in marriage for life, and although few and simple, will be some of the most precious and meaningful words that you'll ever say to one another. Starting with you again, Pete, after me. I, Peter Robert.
I, Peter Robert,
Take you, Siobhan Louise,
take you, Siobhan Louise,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Your turn, Siobhan. I, Siobhan Louise,
I, Siobhan Louise,
take you, Peter Robert,
take you, Peter Robert,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
I think you both did well there. Pete and Siobhan, I ask you now in the presence of this company. Pete, now you have taken Siobhan to be your wife, do you promise to love and cherish her, to comfort her through difficult times, to rejoice with her through the good times, and to remain true to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
And Siobhan, now you've taken Pete to be your husband, do you promise to love and cherish him, to comfort him through difficult times, to rejoice with him through the good times, and to remain true to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
And ladies and gentlemen, the friends and family of Pete and Siobhan, do you promise to support them in all that they do and give them your guidance, your love and your encouragement whenever it is called for? We do. Wow, you've got some good support. Pete and Siobhan, these vows of marriage will bind you together as friends and soulmates and provide a solid foundation of love, tolerance and respect for each other. And although of course you will both continue to change, never lose sight of the strength of feeling that you very clearly have for each other at this very special moment in time. Would the guests please be seated? It is part of a long and ancient tradition that the contract of marriage is sealed with the exchange of a ring. Unending and everlasting love is symbolised by the unbroken circle of the wedding ring, which you wear as an outward sign and a reminder of the promises that you're sharing with each other today. So I'd now like to invite Craig to step forward with the rings. Got those with you, Craig? Just stay there for me. Place it halfway down Siobhan's ring finger. Hold it there and repeat after me. Siobhan, I give you this ring
Siobhan, I give you this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and as a symbol of our marriage.
and as a symbol of our marriage.
All right. Oh, perfect. And Craig, if you'd like to please with Pete's ring to Siobhan. And again, just take a step back but stay there for me for now. That's lovely. Other hand. Not done this before.
No. It's fine. As a marriage.
Hold it there. Repeat after me. Pete, I give you this ring
Pete, I give you this ring
as a sign of my love
as a sign of my love
and as a symbol of our marriage.
and as a symbol of our marriage.
That's on for life. Excellent. Thank you very much, Craig. Please take your seats. And may these rings always remind you of the vows that you have just taken. And to seal that very special moment, I'd like to invite Gemma to please step forward to present our final reading.
How to Know When You Found the One by Rupi Kaur. They should feel like home, a place that grounds your life, where you go to take the day off.
Short and perfect. So Pete and Siobhan, today is your wedding day, the start of the next chapter in your journey through life together, but now as a married couple. In the future, when you look back on this special day, as I'm sure you will, please remember the promises that you've made to each other before everyone that you have chosen to be with you. I'm quite sure that I speak for all of us in the room when I say we all here hope the bond you share will become stronger still. Your love for each other will continue to grow, and your commitment to one another will be as sincere as it very obviously is at this moment, no matter what your future may bring. Now, I think we all know what's coming next, but first, just take a moment before all the drinks and the speeches and the celebrations to remember what this feels like, what it feels like to have shared these promises and to feel this joy at the thought of your future together, and to know that something has changed, that you as individuals and as a couple will walk out of this chamber a little bit different than the you who walked in. You have both now made the declarations required by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of everyone gathered here today. It's now therefore my duty, but more importantly, my very great pleasure to announce that from this moment forward, you are lawfully joined together as husband and wife. I don't want to keep you from the party a moment longer. So without further ado, can I ask you to all please be upstanding, leading you from the room, your bridegroom, the new Mr.
Come